Alright, so what is good, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you exactly what I would do if I were to go from 130 pounds skinny to 190 pounds jacked. So first, when it comes to creating my split, what I would do is hit each muscle group at least 2 to 3 times per week. So have a 2 to 3 times per week frequency when it comes to each muscle group. And when it comes to my set volume, I would do at least 6 to 12 sets per muscle group per week. And obviously, as I get more advanced, I would lower it, because when you are weak or when you're a beginner, you won't be able to push nearly as much weight as somebody that's more advanced. Meaning you won't generate as much fatigue as somebody that's more advanced, meaning you can get away with more. And exercise selection, I would just pick any exercise that is relatively stable and hits the target muscle group. I would opt for more machines, but I would still keep compounds like incline bench press, deadlifts, and squats, which are all great compounds for muscle growth. And the most important principle out of all the things that we just talked about is progressive overload. Progressive overload essentially means that you increase weight and reps each week, and little by little those results just compound and you just like get jacked. You know what I'm saying? And without progressive overload, none of these things above even matter. Like, no matter what exercise you pick, no matter how many sets you do per week, no matter how many times you hit it per week, if you don't progressively overload, if you don't get stronger, you won't grow any muscle. And when it comes to rep ranges, no more 4 sets of 12 to tone the muscle. That is all bullshit. You won't tone the muscle by doing more reps. Doesn't exist. Instead, what I would opt for is doing 2 to 3 sets of 5 to 8 heavy reps and hit failure more often as a beginner. And the reason why I would hit failure more often as a beginner is because when you're a beginner, your body doesn't know what failure actually is. So you have to constantly hit failure so your body adapts and actually learns what you truly fail at. And next, when it comes to my diet, what would I choose? Carnivore or keto? The answer is I would choose neither. And instead, what I would do is just focus on a balanced approach, where when it comes to my protein, I would hit 1 gram per pound of body weight, because you need it for protein synthesis. It's key to building muscle. And when it comes to fats, I would do 0.3 to 0.5 grams per pound of body weight, because it's good for hormone function, good for supporting hormones like testosterone. And I would fill the rest in with carbs to fuel training and performance. And the reason why I wouldn't choose diets like carnivore or keto is because these diets rely heavily on fats. And fats are not nearly as efficient as an immediate energy source compared to carbs. So basically your training performance will be just trash the entire time. Alright, so when it comes to bulking or cutting, I would basically aim to gain around 1 pound per week for a bulk. This would mean a calorie surplus of about 500 calories above your maintenance. And I would obviously keep my protein and my carbs high for my performance and muscle growth. And for a cut, let's say I wanted to cut after a bulk, I would aim to lose about 0.5 to 1 pound per week. This would mean a calorie deficit of about 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance. And basically, what your maintenance is the amount of calories that you burn throughout the day. So your total daily energy expenditure. And to find your total daily energy expenditure, you basically want to either multiply your body weight by a number between 13 to 17, and this number will be based on your activity level. So 13 being more sedentary and 17 being very active. And obviously, once you get your number, you're going to adjust based on the weight scale week by week. Or what you can also do is use a TDEE calculator and just input your stats there and adjust based on the weight scale week by week. And when it comes to my recovery, fairly simple. I would just make sure to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single day, because obviously it's great for CNS recovery. And if you have good CNS recovery, central nervous system recovery, this will lead to more strength output, meaning more muscle growth. And obviously water intake, I would aim to get about 0.7 to 1 gallon of water daily. And when it comes to supplements, I would make sure to get whey protein to supplement for any missing protein. Creatine, which is very beneficial for muscle growth and recovery, definitely helps increase strength. And magnesium glycinate, which is also good for recovery and sleep as well. And I would get some fish oils, which is like very inflammatory, helps with joints. I would also supplement D3 vitamins in there to like help with bone health stuff. And that is basically all I would do to go from 130 pounds skinny and 190 pounds jacked if I were to do it all over again. If you found this helpful for your journey, make sure to subscribe. You can also find my Instagram in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one.